Hi everybody, my name is Yehuda Wechsler. I'm part of the Kollel. I wanted to thank the whole community for welcoming me and my family to this wonderful neighborhood. And I would like to share with you guys a small thought on Rosh Hashanah. I'll just make a quick disclaimer that English is my third language, so please take that into account. So we all know that we do 2 days of Yom Tov because sometimes the Eidim wouldn't come on time and we wouldn't know when was Yom Tov. So Chachamim created the Kedusha, sanctified a second day of Yom Tov, and that's why we had 2 days of Yom Tov. Now, because of the suffix, we didn't know when was the exact day of Yom Tov. Now, our days, even though we know when is Yom Tov, the minhag became to keep 2 days of Yom Tov. They are interesting. It is an interesting question for Shavuos, since usually the reason we would have 2 days of Yom Tov was because the Eidim will be delayed. But by Shavuos, since it's not based on the month, it's based on 49 days after Pesach. So the question is, by that time, the Eidim for Nisan, for the month of Pesach, the Nisan, would have came already, and we will know when was Rosh Chodesh Nisan, and when was Pesach, and therefore we will know when was Shavuos. So why do we ever have 2 days of Shavuos, since there were never real suffix when was Shavuos? So the answer is not as good as the answer as the question, but the answer is because it's a lopuk. Chachamim made 2 days of Shavuos for us not to mix up with other chagim, and therefore we also do 2 days on Shavuos. No, the question is for Rosh Hashanah. It makes sense. Chachamim have the power to create and sanctify a day and making it holy and create a second day of Yom Tov. But how Chachamim have the power to control when God is going to judge us? Meaning, since we know when Rosh Hashanah is and we know when God is judging us, so what's the point to have a second day of Rosh Hashanah, and Chachamim don't have the power to make God judge us the second day? So the Zohar says that there's 2 judgments on Rosh Hashanah. One is harder, and one is a bit lighter. Yehuda Wechsler explains that there's 2 different judgments. The harder judgment, the first day, is when you're being judged as a person. Are you worth it? Do you have zchuyos and everything else? And this is very hard to pass this judgment. And the second day is lighter. We're being judged as our role and our place and how much society needs us. And therefore, you're supporting a family, you're supporting a kollel, you're supporting people, you do chesed, you're teaching somebody something, somebody is relying on you, and therefore, because of that, you can have because of this second opportunity, you can get a favorable judgment and get all the blessings. And he says something interesting. He says that back in the days when the Jews were in a very high level, so God made the witness come on time, and they would have only 1 day of Rosh Hashanah because everybody will get a favorable judgment, pretty much everybody, and there was no need for this second chance, second opportunity. And when they were in a lower level, so God will delay the Eidim, the witnesses, and therefore they will have 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, and there will be an opportunity for the Jews, for the Kollel Israel, to get this favorable judgment. And since our days, we're not in the highest level we've ever been, and we need this second chance, this second opportunity, therefore we also have a second day of Rosh Hashanah, and basically there was always a concept of 2 days of 2 judgment, and Chachamim are not creating something new, and they're not dragging God on his throne to judge a second day. It's just a second opportunity for us to be zoiche on a din. And I wish everybody a Gmar Chasima Tova and Ksiva Chasima Tova and all the blessings, and that we should share only smachot and happy and good times together. Shana Tova.